Hello, my name is Patrick Fulton. I'm a Basilian Father. I've been a Basilian almost 30 years and ordained a priest almost 25. Been asked to speak a little bit about why I became a Basilian and what makes a Basilian special. Didn't know anything about the Basilians until I went to high school, small little Catholic high school in British Columbia, no more than 120 students, and the Basilians staffed it. And didn't really think I was going to be a Basilian, didn't really think about priesthood. Went on to do my undergraduate at the University of Saskatchewan, St. Thomas More College in Saskatoon. And there the Basilians staffed the Catholic College. I'd go there for Mass on occasion. Again, did not really have a sense that those guys up there was what I wanted to be. I didn't know what I wanted to be, but I was pretty sure I didn't want to be a priest. And the long story short, I ended up being homeless. I didn't have a place to live in the middle of January, and so I was in the Catholic College, St. Thomas More, and came across one of the Basilians and said, what's going on? And I said, well, I don't have a place to live. I don't know what my plans are. And this Basilian said, well, we have plenty of rooms. Why don't you stay with us? No questions asked. And at that moment, really, something changed in my life because I saw that these priests, intellectuals, really great men, were also very human. And what's really a hallmark of Basilian life is that they accepted me for who I was. I was just this young undergraduate kid, and they treated me as one of their own. They treated me as an equal. And that's when I started to think, you know what? I might be able to live like this. They welcomed me. I feel like I belong. It feels like family. And the wonderful insight I developed about Basilian life, and has continued on through the years, is that we have the special gift of being founded not by one charismatic founder, but by 10. So we have all types of different personalities within the Basilian Fathers. And if you want to say, is there one type of person who you can identify is the quintessential Basilian, you'd have to look at all of us and see that, in fact, we are the fabric of the Basilian Fathers. There's no one charism short of an acceptance of a lot of people, a lot of different types of people coming into this one family we call the Basilian Fathers. And one of the great blessings that happened when I joined the Basilian Fathers is that I thought I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I thought I was going to be a university prof. But then I started teaching high school, and I fell in love with it. In fact, it got to a point where I didn't want to do anything else. And I've been very, very blessed to spend most of my ministry in the high school apostolate. But the Basilians saw all sorts of gifts and talents in me that I didn't recognize in myself. And so oftentimes with the vow of obedience and the call to ministry, I've been invited to do every single kind of ministry that the Basilian Fathers have, everything except the missions. So I've done the high school apostolate, I've worked in colleges and universities, I've done the parish ministry, I've done it all. And each place that I go, each ministry that I have has enriched me deeply. And that, again, is what makes the Basilian Fathers special, is that the congregation reverences the gifts and talents that I think I have, but also call me to serve the people of God in new and exciting, sometimes scary ways, because it forces one out of one's comfort zone. So I taught for a long, long time, and was all sorts of very privileged to teach in any number of places. Wonderful schools, wonderful colleagues, wonderful students. And I always hated leaving the one place I went to and going to the next place, where I quickly fell in love with that situation and those people there. So being a Basilian priest has really allowed me to have contact with the people of God in ways I would have never imagined way back in the day in Saskatoon when I first got introduced to the Basilian Fathers. Again, that's a great gift of Basilian life and Basilian ministry. And I hope that I've enriched the life of the people of God, because I know that they certainly have enriched mine. And for that, I'm ever thankful. And I think this is one of the, again, the great strengths and beauty of Basilian life. What makes it so special is that our main passion is to serve, mostly through ministry of education and evangelization through education. And that takes you to all different corners of the world, encountering all different kinds of people. And it's truly where you see the face of God. And in that, I've really been blessed. I continue to look forward to serving the people of God and the church in the Basilian way of life.